It was a throwaway comment. Nothing more than a fleeting line, a careless remark that slipped from my lips without a second thought. I didn't mean it to carry any weight. I swear it was just one of those playful jabs, the kind you make when you're feeling a little bold, maybe even a bit daring. But in the span of 7 words, with no warning, I shattered my world. My partner. My marriage. My sense of home. It all unraveled irreparably on a crisp Friday night. Emily, my dearest friend, had just gone through the wreckage of a painful breakup. Desperate to escape the suffocating loneliness of her apartment, she made an impromptu call to rally the troops. A last-minute girls' night. Dinner at a cozy bistro, cocktails at a lively bar, maybe even some dancing to shake off the melancholy. It was exactly what she needed, and honestly, it was exactly what I needed too. A little break from the monotony of life. I hadn't let myself indulge in something like that in ages. Probably a year or more. Nathan, my husband, was lounging on the couch when I stepped out of our bedroom, dressed up and ready to go. I'd put in a bit of effort, sleek black jeans, heels that hadn't seen the light of day in months, and a bold swipe of scarlet lipstick. It wasn't over the top, just enough to feel like I was reclaiming a part of myself. He glanced up from his phone, his eyebrow lifting in playful curiosity. "Wow, someone's looking fancy," he said, a half-smile tugging at his lips. "Who are you all dolled up for?" I laughed, a carefree sound escaping my lips, and with a mischievous grin I shot back. "Oh, in case I meet someone better." The moment the words left my mouth, I saw it, a flicker of something. Pain, maybe. It flashed across his face, his smile dimming in an instant, his eyes losing their warmth. He gave a curt nod, murmured, "Right," and turned back to his phone. I should have caught it. I should have stopped right then and there, taken a step back and clarified. "Babe, I'm just kidding," I should have said. But I didn't. My phone buzzed with a text from Emily, saying she was parked outside. And just like that, my mind was already halfway out the door, lost in the excitement of the night ahead. I leaned down, kissed him on the cheek, and dashed off, oblivious to the storm I had just sparked. The night was a blur. Thumping music, too many mojitos, and laughter that felt like it was stitching my soul back together. It gave me exactly what I had been craving. A moment to breathe, to feel alive again. I didn't check in with Nathan much. Just a quick text saying I'd be home by midnight. He didn't reply. When I finally stumbled back to our house, the silence hit me like a wall. I figured Nathan was asleep. I kicked off my heels and tiptoed toward our bedroom, only to find it eerily empty. The bed was untouched, his side of the closet half empty. The space where his clothes had once been now cold and vacant. My stomach dropped. And then I saw it. An envelope small and stark against the pillow. Inside, a note written in his familiar handwriting, sharp and final. "If you're looking for someone better, I won't stand in your way. Divorce papers are coming tomorrow. I hope you find what you're after. Nathan." I read the words over and over, each time hoping they would change, hoping I had somehow misinterpreted them. I called his phone, but it went straight to voicemail. Panic gripped me, tightening around my chest, but nothing could prepare me for what came next. The following day, I drove to his brother's house, where I knew he was staying. But he wouldn't see me, wouldn't speak to me. A few days later, his lawyer reached out to initiate the divorce proceedings. No conversation, no second chances, just a cold, efficient end to everything. It took a while for it to sink in. A careless joke. Or was it? The more I replayed that night in my head, the more I realized it wasn't just those 7 words. It was everything that had led up to them. The months before, when I had been pulling away, worn thin by work, my mind always somewhere else, my attention scattered. I had leaned on sharp humor to mask my exhaustion, my unspoken frustrations, the quiet ache of feeling unseen. And maybe, just maybe, he had felt it too. Maybe he had already been teetering on the edge, and my flippant remark was the final push that sent him tumbling over. I've relived that night 1,000 times. What if I had said, "For you, silly," when he asked who I was dressed up for? What if I had stayed home instead? What if I had backtracked the second I saw his face shift? But life doesn't hand out rewrites. Not for moments like that. Only choices and their consequences. And mine came down to 7 words. It's been nearly a year since Nathan left, and I still catch myself glancing at our old driveway, hoping to see his truck parked there, just like it used to be. I wonder if he ever thinks of me, if he wakes up in the morning reaching for me, the way I do for him. I never went looking for someone better. I never wanted to. All I wanted was for him to look at me the way he used to, with that quiet fire in his gaze. But I've learned a hard lesson. Words don't have to be true to cut deep. Sometimes, the most destructive thing you can say is what you don't even mean. And sometimes, the person you cherish most won't wait for you to take it back.